Alright, I just found something interesting in Zorin Linux. I have gotten this to work before, but anyway, I see this. You can do permissions and access for certain apps. And I can't remember how the hell I found this, but you click on it and it says it's not checked for the USB. So we're not seeing the USB in chirp. Need that there too. And access serial port hardware. I don't know how to select that. Okay. So we got all that on here for chirp. So each one of these things here. Okay, let me see if what happens when I'm back out of here where I was at. So in my settings, settings, application, click on applications and then find your application that you want to give permission. Okay. So I was trying the users and groups and that didn't work. So let's try now. Okay, let's just see if it works now. I don't think it will. I ran a whole bunch of stuff in the terminal before, and also our USB is not showing up though. Okay, there it is right there. All right, so it is working. Okay, so I did this differently before, and I went to go do this again and I could not get it to work. So to just kind of recap, let me close this out. I went for Zorn, I went into the let's see if we have a thing here. I went into the software thing here and I searched chirp. I think there was only one thing that came up. Maybe there was two. Oh yeah, so there's more than one. Now I don't know what the difference between these all are, but I remember this one that says chirp inside where the pins are. It didn't work. Okay, when you click on this one I can't get this one to work. And that's Zorn OS it says. Okay, this one if you click on it says the Snap Store by Tony Fuller. Okay, this other one is WWare Consulting Snap Store. I don't know about that one, but this is the one that I installed. And then I went in here, click down here, settings, and in the settings menu you have your apps, and then you can add USB and serial port. So let's say we wanted to do some different one. Okay, maybe document scanner, disk usage. I don't know. I don't see anything else that like actually needs this kind of permissions. But the command line stuff, terminal stuff, worked the first time, but I couldn't find the information I was using before. So settings, chirp, enable the USB, access USB hardware directory, read and write. You need all those checked. And I just installed this last night. I was up pretty late trying to figure out why it wouldn't work. So I don't really like how this shows up. Like there's not like an application one where it's easy to find what you're looking for. You kind of have to scroll through. But let's try this with the other. I don't program this radio as a baofeng. I program it as a RAID oddity because if a RAID oddity is used, you can tri-band program it, which these radios are capable of 220. Most of the newer ones are. So you want the uv-5r X3, and that X3 just means tri-band. So it should work. And there we go. This is more, I would say, Windows-like. So I kind of have to take back what I was saying about Zorin a little bit, because I think a Windows user could figure this out, possibly. But not if you're trying to use the terminal. So the terminal, the problem is that every flavor of Linux has a different set of commands that it wants to see. I don't know how flexible that is, but anyway. So ultimately this ends up working. So my next task is going to be to do this and see if these things are available. I was watching a video earlier, and this was in Linux Mint, and KG5JMV was showing how you can go in the user account and add dial out and all these other things, USB, Bluetooth, and that got me looking for it, and I realized that in my system that's not available. So Mint might be worth trying as well, just because it might be a little simpler. I should probably, what I should do is, and I've kind of been doing this already, is every distro that I test, I have two things that I try to do, and that's to get Chirp to work and OBS Studio to work with the vertical canvas. So I should probably try and do that. But anyway, I hope that the video will help somebody trying to figure this out. Every version of Linux is going to be different. Every desktop environment is going to be different. So, you know, if you're using KDE or you're using GNOME or you're using XFCE, it's going to be different. So, yeah, it is what it is.